going to start with media pipe, and we're going to select hand tracking. From this list, we are going to select helper. And then do a select, because we want pinch distance. And so from the list, we can just choose pinch distance. So when I move my hand, it's gonna track the distance between my fingers. And then from here, we can do a math. And we are going to change the range from 0 to 1 to 10 to 1,000. This is going to be the frequency of the audio. And we are going to do a audio oscillator. And then frequency here, we're going to do a chop reference. So now my hand is not in the frame, and the frequency will be 10, which is very low. And when my fingers start to expand, the frequency will get higher. So to hear it, we are going to do a audio device out. And then I'm gonna do okay, so you can hear it. So now when I move my fingers, it will change the frequency. And then we are also going to visualize this audio. So we're gonna do audio spectrum. So now we see this line, and then we're going to visualize this line. So we're going to do a null, and then to actually visualize it, we're going to do a chop 2. Put this in there. So now we have a chop 2. Why? We are going to change the data format to legacy. So now I'm moving my fingers, and you can see it's showing the audio spectrum through brightness, as you can see here. So now we're going to do a level to make the brightness higher. Do more contrast. Actually, no. And then we're gonna do a fit. We are going to translate it so that it's on this side. We're also going to rotate it. We want it on the left side. We're going to do fill. Okay, now it's here. Okay, so now it's on the left, and then now we're going to do a feedback loop. So it's going to draw a line. I'm going to do null first, and then feedback, and then we're also going to do a over. Drop it on feedback. Also going to connect this to over. And from here, we're going to do transform. And then we're going to do null. And then we are going to connect it to here. It's just overlapping on itself. So we're going to move this by a little bit so keeps going that way. Yeah. So now you can see we have this line that's like visualizing our audio, and the audio being controlled by the finger distance. And then we're just gonna do RGB key to give it a background. Actually, we can also play around with the rotate here. We can control it with another hand movement. We can choose maybe hand velocity. We're just gonna do another math so we can change the range from 0 to 1 to maybe 0 to 2. So the rotation can be between 0 to 2 because we don't want it to be too much. So chop reference into rotate here. So now if I wave my hands, you can see it's very small, but you can see if I wave my hand, it's gonna go in a circular. It's gonna like go up. But if I don't, it's just gonna be straight. We can also give the audio visualizer a little bit of color. We can do a ramp here, and then do a comp. We can give it a little bit of color in between. So now we can see the visualizer better because there's color. We can also do another color if we want. If we connect them, I think I like this better. Actually, yeah. We're also connecting RGB key to ramp. And then do a comp here. We can do all kinds of operation here actually, based on what we like. This is multiply right now. We can probably try soft lights. Ooh, love this. Okay, we're gonna go with soft light because I like the effect. Okay, now to the glitch effects. Camera, video device in. And then do a noise. We are going to change the resolution. And then we can do a ramp if we want. This is not necessary. And then we're just going to comp these together. And we can also change probably the period, the noise. We want it to be very small, so it's like grainy. I like this. And then we're gonna comp these two together. And do another comp. Now there's grains on my face. Okay, so now we're gonna do a ramp, and we're gonna change it to circular. Give it some colors. This is gonna change how the grain looks. I like to leave both sides white, and we can do whatever color. Just be sure to leave the center white and the outside also white. And then We're gonna change the resolution. Now we're gonna do a lookup. Connect them both. Oh. So now to actually control the grains, we're going to go to media pipe again. And then this time we are going to do pinch distance again. But we have to do another mapping. So this time we should do maybe 0.1 to 3. So when it's 0.1, there's going to be a lot of circles. And when it's 3, it's going to be very big. So you only see the center, the white part. Okay, I'm going to show you. We are going to drop this into period. So right now my hand is not in the frame and it's going to be 0.1. So you can see a lot of circles. And it's very grainy right now. You can't see anything. But when I move my hand, I'm basically controlling the size of the circle ramp. So this is how you get to control the grains. So when I zoom out, I can see myself pretty clearly. When I pinch, it's gonna get very grainy. We're just gonna combine the audio visualizer with the camera. We're gonna do a null and then do a comp here. Combine them. Okay, we don't want multiply. So you can just play around with how you like it. Even with multiply, it's kind of an interesting effect. You can only see yourself through the audio visualizer. But if I want to see myself a little bit more, I can do maximum. So even without the audio visualizer, you still get the camera, you still get the grains. You're kind of just overlapping. I don't really like how the left side is like dark. So maybe we can do it with, I'm gonna change the ramp here. This isn't really necessary, just a additional effect. So yeah. And you can change the noise and also the color of the ramp that is controlling this noise to different colors, or just play around with it and see what looks best. For example, I can do a different color. See how it's gonna. And do all kinds of colors. As you can see, the grain is like really black right now. If we don't want that, we can also change the comp here, maybe to overlay. I think I like this better. So yeah, that's how you get this thing that I'm creating here. Just play around with the inputs and hand movements, different ramps, different colors, and they're gonna give you different results. So that's it. Bye.